Just relax. We start off, we need to relax. And as soon as I say relax, I can feel a sweep of relaxation coming down over my face, my shoulders, my hands. I'm standing, but you can sit, you can lie down for this. Whatever you want to do, just feel yourself come into relaxation and then start to notice your breathing. And as soon as I say that, you start to really notice. Just notice your breathing. And just notice where, when you inhale and you feel the breath come in, where do you feel it? And then spread that awareness off into your body, especially your upper body as you bring it in. Feel the breath spread through your chest and maybe go out your arms down into your fingers, maybe up your neck into your face. And then let's open our mouths and audibly exhale. Not a big exhale. We're just noticing. We just started. And now take another inhale. This time, bring it down into your body, all the way down into the pelvic floor. Big, slow, deep inhale to the pelvic floor. And more. And more. Open your arms, spread it out. And one more. And then open your mouth. This time audibly exhale. Relax. Feel the relaxation in your back and your shoulders. And let's do that again. But this time we're going to take the breath all the way down to our toes. So slow, big inhale, inhale. And more. And open up your chest more. And more. Open your mouth. Just feel it. Release, 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 relax. And so I'm going to drop this strap because now bring your hands in front. And on the inhale, let's start to slowly sweep up, but pressing out. So it's a pushing, 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 and up, 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 up. And then when you press your fingers up, also draw your shoulders down away from your ears. So press up, look up. Bring your heels onto the floor. Press your heels into the floor. Lift your toes. Press your fingers up. Squeeze your hands out. Stretch your palms. And then slowly exhale. Open your mouth. Bring your hands behind your back. This is the one that you should do in the morning when you wake up. Bring your hands behind your back. Clasp your fingers. Pull your heels of your hands together. And now inhale. And exhale. And on the next inhale, pull your shoulders back and take your arms up. Inhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your arms up more. Inhale a little more. And then on the exhale, open your mouth. Let your head come up. Let your hands come down as a weight behind you. Opening up your chest. Now pull your shoulder blades together. Squeeze. And then back. Inhale. Come back up. Release your hands. Feel that. Let's roll the shoulders out. Roll. So I'm bringing them back and down and forward. And just, now you're on mute, so just make noise. Inhale. Just let your body get into it. See what your body wants to do while you're rolling out your shoulders, but really pressing your shoulders up and back and down. And just feeling your shoulders moving. Now let's take them back from the down position and then up See if they're still cricking and forward. Inhale. Pull the shoulders together in front. Oh, and then push down and back. Maybe inhale. And maybe exhale up and forward and down. Take your arms up overhead. And I'm going to move away from this door because I'm going to sweep my hands out and start to come forward fold. And pull the low belly in and then keep falling down. Let your arms hang. You can have a slight bend in your knees. This could be your first forward fold of the day. It is for me, so I'm not just popping down to the floor immediately. And now just breathe here. And bring your awareness into your hips and especially your glutes. And inhale. And on the exhale, let your hands come down more and push your glutes up. Pull in the low belly, squeeze. Fingers, spread your fingers out. Let the fingertips come onto the mat right in front of your feet. Let the top of the head come down. Shake your head from side to side. And just breathe here. And then bring your hands up to opposite elbows. That always seems to put more weight. I don't know why that is, but it feels like you add weight. So press your elbows down. Feel this in the glutes. Squeeze the legs straight. Notice your both legs. See how they feel. Are they even in the feeling? Do you feel tension in one, you don't feel in the other? Are you working on an injury? Is there what's going on in the legs? Let the head hang. And now put a slight bend in your knees and bring your elbows up. And just stay here. Pull your shoulders back. I think I'm going to pull my feet together. Put my big toes together. That means we're heading to Utkatasana. Bring your knees, squeeze them in. Keep your toes lifted. Your heels now are slightly apart. Your big toe mounds are together. Shake out your head. Bring your awareness into your hips and glutes. And start to bring your hips down. And down and down. You can pull your knees together. It's like you have one leg. Big leg. Pulling your hips down. Try to keep your back straight. And your hips drop and drop and drop and drop. And inhale. And exhale, just tilt forward. Let your hands come to the mat and stretch out. Let your legs straighten out. Put your awareness in both knees. See if they're straight. And slight bend in your knees and bring your body back up. Inhale. Hands overhead. And exhale, just forward fold. Swan dive down. This time just allow your body to hang. Just hang and hang and hang and hang. Hang. Maybe grab your strap so it's ready. And look at your feet. You want your feet parallel, about 6 or 8 inches apart, just hips width apart. And put a bend in your knees and sweep your arms up with maybe the strap in your hands up over your head. And then exhale, start to bring, just bring the strap down. Don't spread your hands apart. Just bring the strap down to behind your neck. And then onto your neck, maybe your elbows come into your side ribs. And then inhale, arms back up. And exhale. And inhale. And now squeeze the low belly, pelvic tilt. Groin comes up and bring the arms down. And now I'm moving my head side to side. See what your body wants. Inhale. And now exhale, take the strap out in front of you all the way down. And then back up. Inhale. And then take it behind you, just the strap, just your arms. Big exhale. Well, I like to squeeze the tension because now I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as I take my arms back behind my head and then inhale up, press up, and exhale, forward fold. So I'll drop the strap. Let's see how far your hands are now on the mat. They're down. My fingertips are on the mat. See if you can press your palms down to the floor. And keep your knees relatively straight. If you have to put a slight bend, that's fine. Because then when you press your palms down on the mat, inhale and press the glutes up. Let the head tilt forward and feel that stretch in the back body, the lower back body. And inhale, come back up. Take your arms up. And exhale, bring your arms down, back behind you. Again, other thumb on top this time. Inhale, exhale, take the arms out. Pull the shoulder blades together and back. Press your heels down and take your arms up higher and higher. Let your head come back and rock the back of your neck across the top of your shoulders and push up and up and up and up and up and bring your arms down. Shake it out. Roll your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, bring your knees together, bring the toe mounds together, and let's start to come back down again. We're going to see how far we can go down now. It is kind of come down and then see where you are. Lift your toes makes it a little easier because then you've got both feet on the floor, but the toes aren't digging in. And down, and down, and down. See if you can come all the way down. Maybe not. Somehow it doesn't feel like I'm going to go all the way down. But anyway, come back up. Inhale. And bring your feet apart. And let's inhale back up. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands together on the floor in front of you. Maybe walk your feet a little bit more apart. Drop your left hand palm right into the center. Maybe your fingertips and your toes are at the same level. Maybe the fingers a little more apart. And now sweep your right arm up. And push the arm up. And twist your body and look up at the ceiling. Put the weight into your right heel. Push into the right heel. Push your hand up. And then bring the arm down. Replace the left hand with the right hand. Take your left arm up and breathe and press up and press up. Look up at the ceiling for a twist and bring your hands down. Both hands now are on the floor. Let your head come down. Let's just walk out a little more and see if you can bring your forearms down to the mat. Just slide, slide, slide until your forearms come down. And now feel this in the inner thigh, not both inner thighs. Bring your awareness into your inner thighs. Pull the flesh above your knees. Start to pull it up. Squeeze, pull that flesh up. Let your head come down toward the mat. Breathe. And push into your hands. And let's just come down to your hands and knees and do some cat and cow. Inhale. Realign the spine. Push the hips up. Drop the belly. Push into your hands. Push the back up. Up, up, up. Really squeeze the shoulder blades apart. And then inhale. Head up. Hips up. Drop the belly. Shake out the jaw. And push into your hands. Back is up, 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 and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And now both hands are on the floor, both knees are on the floor. Take your left leg out and back. Keep your toes pointing down to the floor. So that means your left foot is flexed. I've got the top of my right foot on the floor. You can have your toes on if you want. Take that leg up and up. Now take the right arm out and just stay here and balance. And try to imagine that your left leg is even height with your right arm. And then take your right arm out to the right and take your left leg out to the left. Keep it up high as you can and maybe bring it up a little higher and higher, arm up higher. And then take the arm back out and the leg back out. And bring your hand and your knee back down to the mat. Let's do the other side. Take the right foot out. Flex that foot. Toes point down to the mat. Take the leg up a little higher. Take the left arm out. And breathe. And up and up and up. And press out and out and out. And over to the left with the arm. And the right leg out. Breathe. Exhale. Release tension from inside the body on the audible exhales. Take the leg up, 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 up. Arm out. Leg out. Knees and hands back down to the mat. Let's do it. 3 more cat and cow tilts. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Now, we're gonna slide out for puppy just to work the upper back, stretch out the upper back. So I pull my sleeves up because I'll slide on this mat. So I'm on my knees. My knees are 5-6 inches apart. And now with my hands, I'm just gonna start to walk down. Keep your hips up. Bring your elbows down, not just your whole arms come down, and press forward. And press forward. And you're aiming to bring your chest down to the mat. Ouch. Bring your chest down to the mat. And try to get as much of your chest on the mat as you can. This is for the upper back. And then when you get the chest down to the mat, you bring your chin down. Chin and chest down, and your arms are pressed out as far as they go. And breathe. And feel this, squeeze your shoulder blades together, way up high, squeeze. And then walk back. Back into cat and cow. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. While we're here, let's just come all the way out onto the floor. Onto your belly. Now we're in Sphinx. So let your hips shift side to side. And let the head start to move also side to side. Just see what your body wants to do. And press your heels of your hands into the mat and start to straighten out your arms for a back bend. Upward facing dog. Now, if you walk, you can walk your hands in for a deeper, steeper, but you don't have to. And just relax in the groin, relax. Relax the glutes, relax the groin. Trying to let the belly sink into the mat. And then as you allow it to relax, just let it relax and relax. And then you can push into your hands and your back more straight. And now come down back down to your elbows, and bring your hands to the mat on either side of your chest and press into your hands. Press your back up again for another back bend. Pull your elbows into your sides. Squeeze. Feel that in your shoulders and your back. Push up and up and up. And bring your forehead to the mat. Walk your arms straight. Just slide your arms straight out. Your legs are out straight. The tops of your feet are on the mat. This looks like Superman because it is. We're going to do Superman. So your top of your head, your forehead's on the mat. And inhale. Exhale, lift your feet and lift your arms. And press out forward and back. Hands and feet and up higher. And legs up higher. And come down. And inhale. On the exhale, arms up, legs up. Press forward. And press and up higher and higher and down. One more. Inhale, exhale, up and up and up and up and legs up, up and down. Let's do one more set of 3, but this time in cactus arms. Cactus, goalpost. So I just bend my elbows and keep my forehead on the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift your feet, lift your arms, and just lift your arms. Spread your fingers, stretch your palms, lift your arms higher. And come down. Inhale, exhale, feet up, legs up, arms up, 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 up. Now pull your elbows in. Try to touch your elbows together, or at least pull them into the side ribs. Squeeze and come down. And relax. One more inhale. And exhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, pull your elbows in and take your arms up higher. Spread your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and come down. Push back. Let's just cat and cow a couple times just to realign the spine. See what you notice when you're inhaling, maybe dropping down, push up. Let's just sweep your hips around to the left and push up and over to the right and back. Just starting to open up the hips and around. And now let's go the other way around. We're just using the hips to make circles. And around. And back. Bring your toes to the mat and push back into toes pose. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your right knee slightly and just lift it and push it forward. And bring it down. And then lift the left knee and push it forward. Now bring your heels together under your glutes and push yourself back. And then feel now you're in your toes pose. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax the toes. Relax your heels. Take your right arm up and press it up. Take your left arm down, press that down so you're going both directions. Down and up. Drop your right hand behind your back. Take your left hand over your head onto your right elbow and press back. And back. And back. And just notice you're in toes pose. Come back up and over to the right. And then over to the left. And back up and arms down, hands on the floor. Tap that out. Just tap out the toes and bring your toes back down. Make sure all 10 toes are actually on the mat and push back. You're back in toes pose. Take your left arm up, press your right arm down, up, stretching out this left side and the waist. Press the right hand down, press the left arm up, and then bring the hand behind the back. Take the right arm up over your head, grab the elbow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's just press back. Press your chest forward. Feel that in the toes pose. Come back up, over to the left, and then over to the right, and come back onto your hands and tap that out. Tap, 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 tap. So stay on your tops of your feet are on the mat, but bring your left foot over toward the right foot, and then take the right foot across the top, the instep, and let it sink into wherever it sinks. Let the ankle come down to the mat, and now press back and feel the weight of the body in the foot, the instep. Feel that. Bring your hands to your tops of your shoulders. Inhale. And now bring your elbows together. Squeeze your shoulder blades apart and take them up and up and up, up. Try to keep them together as long as you can, and then take them up and draw them back behind you. Start to pull your shoulder blades together. Push your arms down and then sweep up. Elbows up, up, up. Press up and back and down. And relax. Let's change feet. Press the other foot down, the ankle all the way down, the top of the foot into the foot, and let's press. You do this slowly. Just feel, because you got a lot of bones on the top of the foot. If you have my feet, you have a lot of bones on the top of the foot. And so you're starting to feel that pressing in. So you just want to slowly move into it and then relax. Relax into it. Take your right arm and sweep it up, and take your left arm and sweep it underneath your right arm. Let the elbows come together. We're going to do eagle arms, and bring your hands together. Feel this, pull the shoulder blades apart. Take your arms up and up. And this is pressing weight now down into your foot, your feet. Take the arms up and up and up, and press them out, 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 out. Feel that pulling the shoulder blades apart, and then up higher. And then let's just forward fold onto the forearms. Bring your hips up and release the arms. Let the feet go and push back. Come back onto your, I'm just on the tops of my feet now. We're going to do the other side. Take that left arm up underneath the right. Well, I think that whichever way you didn't do before, do that this time. So bring your hands together. Elbows are still down. Let your head shift side to side, and roll and roll and roll the other way. Just feel this in the neck. And then lift the elbows up. Up, 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 up. Press out, 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 out. And up higher, higher, higher. And come back into a back bend. Slowly onto your feet and up, your elbows moving toward the ceiling, and then come forward, bring your arms down, bring the elbows onto the floor, lift your hips, inhale and exhale, come back up and release. Let's roll the shoulders again, roll and roll and roll, and let the head fall over to the right ear. Let's open the hips while we do this. So let's do double pigeon. You can also, cross leg is also going to open the hips. So I'm going to start with my left leg on the bottom. They call this log because, you know, you're stacking your logs here. And then the other foot comes out and around and onto this knee. And then just notice how far did this knee come down to the foot on the bottom? How much can you feel the pressure of this foot on the left hip? Bring your right forearm onto this right knee and just press down on it. And breathe, and just breathe and relax. And breathe and relax. And let the head, the right ear, come over toward the right shoulder. Let the left shoulder relax away and down. Bring your right arm out and up over your head and onto the side of your left side of your head, and breathe. And take your left arm out and press it out and away. Press your fingers out, 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 stretch them out, and take your hand up and then down, and up, and then down. Bring your left hand to the side of your left face, right hand, and I like to help my face come back up. No sudden movements. And let's switch legs. The right foot come on the bottom, the left foot on the top of the right knee. And now just notice this. So as you're pressing down with the right foot on the right knee, how much do you feel that in the right hip? Is it more? Is it less? Is this knee come down more closer to the foot? Drop your left arm, press down, press your body up, and breathe. Shake out your jaw. Let the left ear come over to the left shoulder, and your left shoulder wants to scrunch up to your ear. Keep it down. Keep the right shoulder down also. Take your left arm up onto the side of the right side of the face and relax. Take the right arm out, press the fingers, just shooting the fingers down to the floor, and then up, 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 press up, 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 and then down. And one more, take your arm up and down. And let the head relax. Take the left foot in your left hand and pull it out and just stretch it out. Take it up. Right hand's on the floor. I'm going to come down to my elbow so I can really press up. I'm going to try to press the heel up to the ceiling. Stretch the leg up and pull it back toward behind me. And then take that leg down. Let's do the other leg too. Grab your right toes, left hand on the floor. Take this leg up, press through the heel, press up, 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 up and back. Try to get the knee straight. Up and then back down. Come on to, let's drink some water. Hands on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Bring your toes to the mat and press up to downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Press one heel and the other. Straighten out the leg. When you press that knee straight, and then press the other, just walking out the dog. You can do it faster or slower. Now press both heels down. Press your body back through. And now walk out, walk out, walk out until you come into high plank. And breathe. Press your both heels back. Press your head forward. Press forward. Come onto your toes. Press your whole body out. And breathe. And then back. Bring your elbows. Start to pull your elbows close. And start to come down. Come as slow as you can. Down. 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 Then push through. Upward facing dog. Relax your hips, relax your groin. Feel this upward facing dog. And then push back into downward facing dog. I'm going to push back more with my hands so that my hips can go up higher, deeper V. Push both heels down into the mat. And take your right foot out and back. And take it up. And bend your knee. Peel it open. Just try to get the knee to go up toward the ceiling. Keep it up high. Take it back and then forward. Come onto by your right hand. The back foot, I think I'm going to bring the toes onto the mat. And bring both hands to my right knee. I wanted my toes on so I can scoot back. Because I want to drop, and stretch the quadricep on the left leg. Push the right knee forward. Breathe. And release the hands and take them up. And push back. For a back bend. Hands back to the knee. Drop your left hand to the mat. Take your right hand up and press. Open your chest. Look up at the ceiling. Breathe. Press your left heel back. Stretch. Press your right knee forward. Stretch. Bring your hands both into the mat. Inside the foot. Drop the back knee. Drop the back foot. Walk the right foot over to the edge. Left hand on the mat. I kind of brought it in towards center. Center of the mat. Start to press open the right knee. Let the right foot peel off the floor like a book. If you open your right hip now, when you go to bring your forearms down to the mat, it'll be a little easier. Open, feel that hip opening. Open, breathe. Your breath goes, keep your consciousness on something that is you want to loosen up, and then breathe. The breath will follow consciousness. And exhale, release all the tension inside. Inhale. Press the knee out a little more and maybe let it come back to the floor, the foot. Bring your right forearm down and then your left and breathe. Try to get your forearms down and breathe. You're trying to aim so that your hips are even. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Take your forearms out to the edges, the right and the left edge, so you can bring your chest down, 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 and breathe. Trying to aim your chin down so you touch the mat with your chin, feeling all of this in your right hip. And bring your hands to the mat. Push back onto that back knee. Walk your right foot into the center. Come onto the heel and press back. Back. Straighten out this right leg. Press your both hips back. Reach with your left hand to the foot and spread your body down over the leg. Bring your foot back, walk it across. We're trying to come down to half pigeon, sleeping swan. So position yourself on your mat. Bring your forearms down. Relax. All these poses, you have to relax. You're getting into the pose, and then let the pose do the work. So you just have to relax. So I noticed that my right hip is not down on the floor. My heel is in close to my groin. That's so that you can be comfortable. This requires comfort. Bring your back toes, left foot toes to the mat. If your hip's not all the way down, press into your toes and lift your left knee. Use your arms and press your body back. You're dropping your right hip down, and then maybe take that left foot back a little more with the toes. Press into the toes, lift your knee, press back so that you're all the way down on your right hip. And if you're not yet, then just bring something in, a piece of clothing, a block, anything, so that because you want your muscles to relax. So now relax this right leg. Make sure that ankle is not digging into the mat. And then perhaps you bring your arms apart. Your arms are up on the mat. Bring them apart so you can press your chest down toward the mat. Maybe your forehead down. Relax your shoulders. Bring your awareness into your right hip. Inhale. And say, relax. Relax, 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 relax. So I noticed that there's a process. And the process is you just notice. That's the first step in any change. Any change. Strengthening is a change. You want maybe transformation. Whatever you want to do, you have to first bring your awareness. The power in the moment, the power's in your consciousness. It's in your awareness. That's your point of power. So you bring your awareness into whatever it is you want to focus on. Maybe it's your right hip. So first you notice, okay, I have a right hip. And then you bring your awareness into the hip and just see the condition of the hip in that moment. And then just notice it and just maybe acknowledge it. Hip, I have a hip. Thank you. Thank you, hip. Thank you. I like gratitude for everything. So I would, if I notice, I'm going to say, thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. And thank you for doing it year after year after year. Thank you. Thank you. So there, I've really noticed it. And maybe I start to look inside of it and see if there's something, almost anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You notice it, you hold your awareness there, and you take a deep breath in. Feel that your point of consciousness is in your body. Fill it up, the body up with breath. You're sweeping that breath through your consciousness, which is your power. So you're sweeping the breath through your consciousness in, and then you open your mouth. Exhale. I mean, you can speak to it. If you want to, you can notice the part that may be tight. Maybe it doesn't feel good. It doesn't have to be your hip. It could be your chest. It could be your nasal passages. It could be any part. But just notice that, and then Breathe into it. And then on the exhale is a good time to get rid of, release. Not really getting rid of, it's just allowing it to go. Allow whatever the tension, the stress, the discomfort, just say goodbye, 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 goodbye. Thank you for leaving. Goodbye. And then it's gone. And then you just keep using your consciousness for every aspect of your body and your life. Just notice. Bring your awareness inside and see what it is. If you want to release tension, you just say, now you're released. Goodbye. On the exhale. Ah. So everything is on breath. Inhale. Notice. Exhale, release. Ah. And then relax. Bring your hands to either side of your knee and press up through your arms. Ah, that always takes a big breath in. And on that big breath in, you can notice all different things going on in your body. And press into your hands. Keep pressing so you can lift your body off this poor little leg. Bring your knees to the mat. Bring your toes under. Push into your hands and push back into downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. And really give a little extra press to that right leg that you just worked. Press that knee back. A lot of attention goes into that leg, and then exhale. Releasing all the stress. Take your left leg back and up. Bend your knee. Peel it open to the ceiling. Take it back out. Take the left foot up. Scoot this back foot back. Scoot it back, scoot it back. Because you want stretch, you want to bring your hands to the left knee. You got to balance. And then you keep scooting back, and that's going to drop this left hip more and more and more. More. And press your left knee forward. And take your arms up. And breathe. And then take them up higher and back. Feel the quadricep muscle stretch, the hip flexors. And your hands down. Right hand to the mat, left arm up for a big twist, open. Drop your back knee. Bring your left hand to your left knee and press that open. And breathe. Same thing. It's you notice on the inhale. Spread the breath through and then open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. Then you can bring your forearms down to the mat and start to work your chest down closer. And breathe. Keep coming down and down and down. And now relax your left leg. Feel into your leg. Release your toes so they're not squeezing together. Relax your foot, relax your ankle, relax your lower leg, your knee, and breathe. Bring your hands to the mat, push up. You can always stay. You don't have to move when I move. If you really like it, stay there. Walk your foot to the center and push back onto the heel. Press the left hip back. Draw the right hip forward. And pressing that left heel into the mat. And bring your right hand to your left foot. And draw your body down over your left leg. And breathe. And come back up, walk your foot across. Walk, walk, walk. Bring your knee down. Bring your heel close into your groin, your forearms on the mat. Again, this left hip, you notice, see where it is. If it's up off the mat, just bring your back toes to the mat. I've still got my forearms on the mat in front. So now I just push the knee up because the knee is anchoring that whole lower body. So I lift that knee up and start to scoot the foot back. Use the arms to press back. And the left hip comes down. Top of the right foot on the mat. And then find some space where you can head your chest down. Bring your forehead down. And breathe. So one more time, let's just notice. Just scan the body. And what really captures your attention as you scan the body? Maybe it's your left hip, your right knee, your right foot, anything, your head. Now hold your awareness there and inhale. You're saturating the point of consciousness in your body with life-giving breath, life force. Fill it up. And more and more. And then quickly scan for tension. Open your mouth. Release the tension. Let it go, let it go. But you can also intend to keep the life-giving breath. Spread that out. Use that breath in the body. You're just releasing what you don't want. The tension, the stress, the pain, whatever. Just let it go. Let it go. Bring your hands to the mat. Push your body up. Bring your leg back. Push up into downward facing dog. And walk out your dog. And just this time, just let your heels go to the left. And then let your heels go to the right. So you're really pressing over to the right. And then over to the left. Come down to your knees. Bring your soles of your feet together. You're seated now. Move the flesh. Just pull the flesh back. Back. Till you come onto your sits bones. I don't know if that's SITZ. Yeah, those bones, sits bones. Or the sit bones. I'm never sure. But your feet are together. And now let's just sweep your arms up. And bring your hands behind your back again. This time, bring your other thumb on top. Inhale, take your arms out. And up, squeezing your shoulder blades together and back. And let your knuckles and your whole fist go to the right and to the left. And then up more. And then bring your hands down to the mat. And scoot back, and let your head fall back. And breathe. Now rock your head across the top of your back. Rock and rock. And push yourself up and inhale your arms up. Bring your chin into your chest. Squeeze it in. and start to roll forward. Down, 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 down. Take your arms up, squeeze your your shoulder blades together. And bring your hands down. Let your legs come out straight. Sweep your arms up again. And bring your hands down to above your knees. Feet are out. Heels are on the mat. Toe mounds or whatever the sides of the toes are. Big toes. Those are together. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your back straight and just come forward. Now you can just walk your hands down your legs. Just keep your back straight as you come forward. Your hands are on your shins down to your ankle. Now, once they're wherever they are, as far as they go down, inhale and exhale and pull your chest forward and up. So you're looking up at the ceiling. Stretch and bring your chin into your chest and roll your head down. Maybe bring your hands out to your toes, over your feet, and bring your head down. Forehead comes down to the mat. Down, down. Down to your knees. Could come down to your mat too. And come back up. Push down onto your back. Bring your both knees into your chest. Squeeze them in and then rock your knees to the left and to the right and to the left and to the right, and let your left leg go out straight. Push that leg out straight. Bring the toes up and towards you. Your left hand on the back side of this right knee, and take the knee across, supine twist. Keep your right shoulder planted down on the mat and breathe. And press the right knee down and breathe. And your top of your foot on the mat, and press down and down and down and down. And breathe. And now just relax. And bring your leg back up and across. Bring your left foot to the mat. Drop your whole right leg out. Reach with your left knee to your left knee to the back side. And use your right arm, your right hand to lead that leg over so that the knee comes across the body and press down. Keep your left shoulder blade on the mat, left arm out, breathe, and relax. Let that right hip relax, left shoulder, right shoulder, face, eyes, and the knee come back up. And both knees come up and pull both knees into the chest. Squeeze your low back onto the mat. Reach for your toes. Take your feet up. Straighten out your legs. Press your heels up and open up a V. So we're in happy baby. You can rock side to side. Press up through your heels. And when you're ready, you come down for Shavasana. And